family, it's your girl Carrie, and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. On this channel, we talk about all things faith, business, and lifestyle, and we do a little something on the side. So welcome. By the title, you already know what this video is about, so please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely turn on those post notifications. Let's get into it. All right, so I don't have my handy dandy notebook, but if you've been here with me for long enough, you know I usually have my handy dandy notebook, but I have my iPad today, so that's what I'm going to be looking at if you see me looking down. So today we're going to be talking about sampling hair. So first of all, a sample of hair, let me just say this, because I did have someone ask me, like, do they give out free hair? I don't think no vendor gives out free hair for you to try. I could be wrong, but I haven't come across one yet. So the vendors that I share with you guys, no, they do not do sample orders. It's been a long time. Before everybody got in the hair industry, that's when people were allowing you to have a sample order, but that didn't mean it was free. Okay. So, excuse me, I'm out of breath. So when you guys ask me, do they allow sample orders? A sample order nowadays would be you purchasing 3 bundles in a closure or a frontal and you sampling the hair. That's what a sample order is these days. Okay. You still have to try out the hair, and you have to pay for it. Nobody's giving out free hair. Sorry. So I just wanted to throw that out there before we got deep into the video. Okay, so let's keep going. So when it comes to sampling hair, like I said, you should sample 3 bundles and a closure and either get a sew-in or a wig made, whatever you prefer. Me, when I sample hair, I always get a sew-in first. I'm now getting into wigs just because I'm not in the business. If you don't know, I'm having a baby, so I ain't in the business to be sitting down. I'd rather just pop a wig on and go at this point. So, but beforehand, when I did sample hair, I would typically do it with a closure. I'm not a frontal girl. My audience are not frontal girls, so you won't never hear me mention a frontal unless I'm referring to something and talking to you guys about it. But my audience are not frontal girls. There's nothing wrong with that if you are. So if you are, or if that's what you want for your customers, then you try that. But I don't wear frontals, I wear closures. So I sample hair by purchasing 3 bundles and a closure. I'll get it sewed in and I'll wear it for a month or 2 just to see how the hair is with product, how the hair is with hot tools. I haven't dyed any bundles yet of my own, but you need to make sure it dyes. You need to make sure to do the burn test, and the burn test is you literally just taking a piece and burning it. So synthetic hair will turn into ash. Will turn into, just like how when you used to get braids when you were younger and you get the ends burnt. That is synthetic hair. And human hair will turn into ash. Yes. Sorry, I be having pregnancy brain too, y'all. So please give me some grace. But yes, when I'm sampling hair, I always purchase 3 bundles and a closure. My hair that I sell, you can buy 3 bundles. Like right now, I'm on a hiatus from business, still working behind the scenes, but I have a baby on the way. So that's what's most important to me right now. So it's on a pause. But what was I about to say? What was I about to say? Girl, I didn't forget. But anyway, when I purchase, when I try hair, I get 3 bundles in a closure, and I'll wear it for 2 months and try it like that. And I think that is the best way to go, because you don't want to put out something that you haven't tried yet. And this texture that I sell, I'm going to keep going back and forth from what I sell to still giving you, it's just an example, a reference. So the hair that I sell is raw Cambodian wave hair. Cambodian wave hair can be straightened, it can be curled, it can be really curly. It doesn't go into a tight curl such as Burmese curly, but if you want curly, girl, you got you some tight curls. With that being said, that is me sampling the versatility of it. In order for me to know what my hair can do, I have to sample that. So when you are sampling hair, you need to make sure that that's what you're doing. You're crimping it, you're hot tools, period, because we all love to curl our hair. We love to cut layers. We love, you know, to do the different styles. So just make sure that you're putting out a product that is actually quality and not just trying to get some money out of people, because it's going to come back to bite you in the end, bite you in the butt in the end. So yeah, so you want to make sure that hair dyes. You want to make sure, and first of all, Even before I go further, let me just tell you this. Sampling hair is more than just sampling the hair. You're actually also testing out this vendor and their communication, their time frame. You're testing out all of this when you sample hair, because if this is who you choose to go into business with, you need to know the shipping time frames. You need to know, do they have a warehouse? You need to know all of these things, because that's going to play a major part, a very important part in your business. So you're not just sampling out hair, you're also sampling out vendors as well. Their communication, you have to understand, we live in the United States. They live in other countries. So China, I believe, is 12 hours ahead. India, Cambodia, like they're all on a different time zone than we are. So they're like today I'm recording this, it's Thursday. Over there, it is 2:41 p.m. here, and it's probably 2:42 a.m. there. So that's the time zone. So you have to realize that they're on a different time zone. You have to also realize that there's this such thing called a Chinese New Year. And the Chinese New Year is when they celebrate and they shut down. And in that case, that's a whole nother video for another day. But you just have to know these things when you're sampling out vendors. You have to know what's going on in their countries. You have to know if they're going through another pandemic. You have to be prepared for anything. And so with sampling hair, it's more than just physically sampling hair. It is also sampling the vendors. And I keep saying that because I want you to understand what I'm saying. Whew. Okay. So yes, so to start off, I would never, me personally, if I've never tried a vendor before, I would never buy a wholesale package if I don't plan on, number one, you don't know what the product is like. Number two, you don't have anyone to sell it to yet. I mean, someone will buy it, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. You want to make sure that it's quality before you invest your money into something. You want to make sure it ain't no scam. You want to make sure that the hair is what they say it is. You want to make sure all of these things, because the girls like to tussle, okay? And they will come and get you. So just make sure you're covering yourself and you're being a trusted vendor. Amazon didn't get to be Amazon by him scamming. He got his company to where it is by being honest, by catering to the people. That is what we do in this business. We are serving people. You're not serving yourself, you're serving people, period. So you want to make sure you cover yourself on the back end in all ways. So nobody has to come for you. They only have great things to say. And please understand, you cannot please everybody. You're not a people pleaser, but you are in the business of customer service. So you want to make sure that that's what you're doing. So again, when you're sampling hair, just purchase 3 bundles and a closure. And when it comes to different textures, it depends on what you want to sell. It all depends on what you want to sell, how you want to sell it. But start off with 1. If you like that one, then you go to another texture and you test that out for 1 to 2 months. Then you move on to another texture, and then you kind of have a plethora of textures and an idea of what you want to sell to your customers. But please understand as well, just because the straight hair is really good doesn't mean the curly hair is going to be good. Just because the curly hair is good doesn't mean the straight hair will be good. So it's a lot that you have to deal with, but that's what this game is. That's what entrepreneurship is, and that's what the hair industry is. So you either get with it or get lost. So I just wanted to let you guys know that about sampling hair. Again, 3 bundles and a closure. And if you can afford to buy 2 textures at once, buy 2 textures at once. You can't wear them at the same time unless you're wearing a wig. But, you just want to make sure you give yourself enough time to know what this hair will do over time. Like I said, when I test hair, I wear it for a long enough time before I presented it to my audience. I got this business vision from God 2 years ago, and I didn't launch till 2 years later. But I had enough time to be able to tell you what my hair can do, because I know what it can do, because I've worn it and I've tested it for that long. And that might be a long time to some people. We're all on different paths and journeys. But girl, just test the hair out. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? So that's all I have for this video today. Please, again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and follow us on Instagram, okay? Follow us on the gram, like this video up, give us a thumbs up, a lot of likes so it can get to the people it needs to get to, and share it and tell a friend to tell a friend about your girl, okay? So I'm out.